Um, wh- what distance do you usually are you thinking of running in are you gonna run in college?
What did you say?
What distance do you think that you're gonna run in college?
Well, so I've always been more of a long distance runner, so I would say like anything upwards of like the 5K, like 5K, 10K, obviously the 6K in cross country. I mean, I would consider like moving down to the 1500 occasionally, but like I want my main focus to be the longer distance events. But also like I don't know, it's up to my college coach and like if she sees more potential in the short distances, then I might run those.
Yeah. Um, do you have any like goals for the longer distance events right now, or you just like just seeing what happens right now?
I mean, I want to approach my freshman year of college with fewer expectations and more of a mindset of exploration. Um, so my goal is just to see what I can do, not have like any time goals or place goals in my mind, and just try to get adjusted to racing on a new level and see what I'm capable of.
Um, so have you met your teammates yet, or do you like not know them yet?
Yeah, so one of my teammates actually is also from Bethesda, Maryland. So we've raced each other pretty often. So we know each other. I've been on an official visit there, so I've met most of the team, slept over. And yeah, they're all pretty great. I've met all the incoming freshmen in my class. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's nice to know people.
So do you think that you're gonna for be really close to the team?
Yeah, no, yeah, the team culture seems great and it seems kind of like a big family, so I'm really excited to join.
Um, this might be a little hard to answer because you haven't started yet, but do you think based on what you've seen so far that you might like it more than high school, or do you think or is it just too early to know that right now?
I don't know. I think it's a bit early to know. Um, I mean, yeah, I think the high school running system can be kind of flawed in that you're racing very often, like often multiple times a week. And so it can be pretty hard to recover from racing that often. And so I experienced a stress fracture this fall, just from racing too often and not having enough downtime. And in college, it's more like you race every 2 weeks. So I think that'll be good. There's more time to train. There's more time for adaptations, and just getting used to it. So I think that I'm excited for. It'll be good to have more talented. I mean, my team was great in high school, but I just think in college there's people to train with that are above my level, which will be really cool because it'll push me.
I actually kind of deal with that same thing, kind of same thing as like when I graduated high school. Like I was the best one on my team by like a lot, which is annoying because like I wanted people to try really help train me with, but then like I've known, but like since I'm the best, like it's nice being the fastest one on your team because it's cool to feel like, oh, I'm the fastest one in the school, but then also like I guess I didn't. Now looking back, I wish it had been more. Like I said, I don't want to wish I wasn't the fastest, but I wish there was someone else there to at least somewhat near me because
Yeah,
I have is just a race. It's like I have no real. I'm basically going at self-pacing basically. So any work
yeah,
it's just like there's no one here to keep up with me. So then when I went to college running, it's like, oh, there is like people like I'm no longer the best. So it's
right.
weird going from like the best mindset to like I almost feel like I went from the not the I don't know if I was the worst, but like going from like the very top to like the bottom felt definitely odd when I made that switch.
Yeah.
Um, and then the annoying thing is like I still do like track see like how my old team is doing just because it's fun to see like
Yeah.
and of course now they're getting better like now they're having times that they're like actually some of them are actually faster than I ran. It was like really when I when I was there and they like didn't do that but now like they're actually like they're not like like not like the best but like they're not like as bad when I was there which is kind of annoying but it is what it is. Can't really change about that now.
Yeah.
And if anything, I think I've also maybe kind of learned that like I kind of may have set the standard, maybe. Like I kind of like made people want to get good, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I definitely resonate with that. Like feeling like you're a mentor for your teammates and like helping them get up to your level.
Which I wish I would have benefited from that, but I think maybe I gotta not look at like, oh, I wish I had had that when I was there. Like I should be looking at like now it could just be like the actor generally like nothing related, but I just feel like some part has like, oh, he did so good, I want to be like him. So that's what I gotta whenever I see these times, I'm like, gotta focus on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, but also the weird thing is that I feel like I was in better fitness when I was in high school. Like senior year of high school, I felt like I was in the best fitness.
Really?
Like I think I've never been that fast. Like maybe one college track race I felt strong, but like ever since, but like so actually a fun story. So was that my freshman year? I think it was like mid April, something like that. And I had that we're going to this race, and like we are supposed to schedule like I forgot what time it was, but like let's say that I was supposed to run at like 6 o'clock because I came and we get there like I don't know, let's say like four or something like that. We get that couple hours so house our time to like watch some other events, then warm up. We get there and they're like, oh, they I guess they had emailed our coach and he didn't see it or didn't get it. And so like so we were like our so like the next event was the one where I was running. It's like, well, this is gonna be a terrible race. And then I had to bring 1 second for my PR
Oh
somehow.
wow.
I'm like, how did I just do that? And
Yeah, exactly.
and then the next race I had, and also I think it was also that race it was more cool, like the temperatures were more perfect. Whereas the next race I had, it was more hot and I had more time to think about it and overthink. And I pretty much was like out of it from the vape from the second the gun went off. Like I just was not somehow I ended up running 2 minutes slower.
Oh, really?
And since then I feel like I've never really been back to where I was. Like I don't know if it just switched. I mean, maybe that makes me like not that makes me like give up more. But something happened I feel like that day because I feel like I've never had a good like any other race I've had since then. They're not at all as where I should be, which is kind of an but annoying. Like I used to be so much faster. Now I'm like not as fit as I used to be, which is
Right.
good. But I still like to run every day just to keep it up.
Yeah.
Um, so what got you into running?
Um, I think being bad at other sports got me into running, which is kind of a long distance runner cliche. But I pretty much tried every other sport, like soccer, dance, and I just was terrible at every other sport. And I mean, I liked running, like, but I just like I wanted to do a sport. I wanted to be a part of a team. Um, and yeah, running was the only thing I was like decent enough at that I could just like plausibly call myself a runner. So yeah, I mean that's what got me into running. But I've come a really long way from that point and like come to actually enjoy it, and now I have a passion for it. So yeah,
Would you say it came from like I'm just gonna try this out to like I'm really have a passion for it?
I don't know. I think it was a slow process. I so I started running freshman year. I was not on varsity on my team. And I just like I wasn't fully bought in. And then I think my sophomore year, things just started to click. I started to realize that um, your talents aren't fixed and you have control over the outcomes. And I started to put more work in, and I just really started to enjoy that. And I was just having fun seeing how good I could be um, without really worrying too much about the results. And I ended up dropping 2 minutes off my 2 mile PR in then one season. So that was really cool. That was really fun. And I think that was, yeah, around the turning point where I started to really enjoy this sport instead of just doing it.
Um, do you have like a most favorite race you've had in like you had in high school that like stood out to you the most? Like, oh, that was my favorite race I had in high school, or was it just none like that?
Um, I think. That's a hard question because like I'm tempted to say my PR. Like a lot of people would say, "Oh, my PR is like the best race, my favorite race." I think that race was fun, but it's been a long time coming. I think my favorite races tend to be the ones that show me how good I can be. Um, so I would say my favorite race was probably cross country season last year. Um, I was definitely not ranked first in this race. There were a lot of really talented girls, and I just went in. I was like, I'm just gonna stay with the lead pack, see what happens. There was a bit of a gap, and I sort of like let a gap form. I was like, okay, they're better than me. They're gonna win. Um, and then that last half mile, I don't know, something just happened in my brain, and I was like, I feel like I can win this, and like I just stopped doubting myself, and then I won, and I was really surprised. And like I didn't run a super fast time. Well, like that time is my cross country PR, but it's not a super fast time. But I just think like I was so focused on the process in that race instead of the outcome. And I think that showed me how good I could be and showed me how much I enjoy the process of racing itself as opposed to like just enjoying the place and not really having fun in the moment. But in that race, I like really had fun in the moment.
So are you more the runner that like sticks in the back and like just hold on, or do you like staying up front and just seeing how hard long you can hold it?
That's kind of funny. So I started off being definitely a front runner. Like I needed to be leading every single race. Just because I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool that I'd made such a big jump, and I just like I wanted to be in the front of every single race. I wanted to feel like I had control over the pace. And then I lost states by 1 second. And then I realized, wait a minute, like maybe that's not the smartest way to run. So yeah, I've been experimenting with different tactics. Like I wouldn't say I'm a front runner or a kicker. I would like say I use whatever. Like I'm just trying to like be in the moment and figure out which tactics work the best.
I think it'll depend on like what race I'm running and what the like if it's like a race that like I feel like I can win, not without any effort, but like win without like feeling like I'm gonna die, then I think I will try to front run it. But if it's a race where like people are going like 2 minutes past me and like I'm not gonna try to do it, or like just try and something else, or just, I guess something that I wish I need to do more of is not focus on what they're running, but focus on what I'm running. Because that's something I do a lot. It's like, oh, they're running 14s and I'm running like 17s. So don't focus on the pace they're going, focus on my own pace. That's something I need. I wish I definitely need to do more of.
Right.
It's just worrying more my self time, and then because like I would say I can do good in either. It depends on the race, but I definitely don't think like I can I don't have a slow like kick, but I don't think I'm like I would get easily dusted by like if I'm like rely on that on some of the. So I'm not. I don't know. Um, did you win a lot of races in high school?
Um, I think I came in second a lot. And that's sort of like what fueled my fire is like I've been second so many times. Um, and I think like my senior year things just started to click and I started winning bigger invitationals. I won our state meet, I won our county meet and our regional meet. And I just think like the mindset shift was instead of focusing on I need to win this race, it's I need to do the best, do my best in the moment, believe in myself, believe I can stay with these people and not worry so much about, well, what if I don't win? What if this person is just better than me? And just not thinking too much about the things I can't control and just focusing on what I'm actually doing in the moment. And so yeah, I think by my senior year, I've sort of learned how to win. And obviously, I'm not done. Like, I'm just getting started in this sport, and I have so much more to learn. So, I'm really excited for college to see how I can take on new challenges at that level.
Um, have you done any road races?
I don't do any road races.
Do you think you ever get into that, or just always, or one day get into it?
Potentially post collegiate. but I want to run all 3 seasons in college, and I'm not really sure where road races would fit into that. But yeah, potentially after college, I'd like to get into marathons or 10Ks or something like that.
Um, so where were you like we the best one on your team in high school? Like where were you? Like
Um,
speed-wise, I
yeah,
guess.
I tended to be the best person on my team. But I just think I think your focus shouldn't be being the best on your team, being the best where you are. Your focus should just be on yourself and not on other people because you can't control what other people are doing. Like you can't control if the fastest girl in the country like moves to your city and then joins your team. That's fully out of your control. So I like to focus on other things instead of rankings. I like to think about like what can I do to better myself that's within my control, like sleeping more, proper nutrition, being consistent.
I never think that's something that I did not do well, or kind of did, but like I did. I guess I had a problem with this too much. Is that I would always worry like, oh, my team is not doing this. Like they are doing, like they're walking too much, or they are not, or like they could be doing better. So I kept being frustrated, and I think I just got and I didn't really realize it then, but like, because I was just trying to make people like, I guess I didn't, even though I realized people weren't as good as me, I guess I was just trying to make people better. And in doing so, I kind of came across not as the best, I feel like. So that's
Right.
something I had to learn not to do. Um, and also something I tend to do is I both finding knowing my pace on a race and not knowing, and both watching at splits and not watching splits is harmful, is helpful and not helpful. Like if I'm on track, it's great because like almost sometimes makes you want to go faster. But then if I'm like off by a few seconds, then I'm like, well, this race is over. Which I tend,
Yeah,
which there were a few races I vividly remember. I did that. And I was like, I would like house split I didn't like, and I basically kind of mentally gave up and not I didn't try to push it more, which is something I wish I had not done.
right.
Um, do you have do you like watch do you ever watch any pro racers run?
Yeah, no, I'm totally into watching pro runners. Yeah, I've been keeping up. Well, I was keeping up with Grand Slam. And I actually had plans to go out to LA to watch, but then it got canceled, so that was unfortunate. But yeah, I've been keeping up with like the pre-classic, like Faith Kipyegon's Breaking Four. I keep up with some of the Diamond League races, but I mostly follow runners in the US. Like I don't really follow runners from overseas.
Yeah, like even though I know they're way better than me and I will never get anywhere near their speed, it's just so cool to see how fast people are getting.
Yeah,
Like how Beatrice Bear ran 13:58 is like I could if I ran that anywhere near that I would be very happy.
exactly.
And yet they make it look so easy. And one thing something I do vividly remember in high school, this I remember is that like when I watch races online, they look like they're going slow. But then whenever I'm down on the track itself and watch it, then you can see how much faster they actually are going.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, did you get injured a lot in high school?
I had a couple minor injuries when I first started, just related to some glute weaknesses. Like I had some knee issues. And then I had my first major injury this fall with a stress fracture. Um, so I fractured my fibula, which is a pretty low risk area. So I was able to make a quick return. It was like 6 weeks off running. But I was pretty low mileage over the winter and like just slowly been building back up.
So are you better now?
Yeah, it's fully healed now.
So was it hard for you to get injured? I'm guessing it.
Um, yeah, it was pretty mentally difficult just to be away from my team, away from my sport. Um and yeah, I mean, I just like I sort of realized how much I love running and how much I do it not for the outcomes, but just because I enjoy running and I enjoy being on a team. I enjoy bettering myself. I enjoy perfecting my craft. And so it was really difficult not to be able to do that. So I had other outlets, like I was able to cross train, but it was difficult.
Do you find running helpful for your mental health?
I would say yes. To a point. I think, yeah, like running releases endorphins, like it lowers your stress. But I think at the same time, if you put all of your self worth into running, then that's not great for your mental health. So I think it's just about finding that balance of doing it as something you enjoy and not defining yourself around it or defining yourself based on your performances. And I think, yes, like then it will benefit your mental health and you'll probably run faster.
Yeah, because I do that. I think I do that a lot. Like, oh, I had a bad race. I'm a bad runner. Like, I'll define myself a lot by that, and that's my God. I've tried. I'm trying, especially now that I have not been as fast as at what I know I should be. I now I'm kind of like I used to be so consumed with paces, like, oh, I'm not. I need to be on. My runs need to be at this pace every single day. So now I'm just like. I'm not really caring about pace. I'm just going out there just to enjoy my just enjoy some just enjoy it. Which might not be the best to help me get as fit, push myself more, but like it helps me not be like, oh, I ran a slow pace, so I should be discouraged. So I try not to be looking at it like that anymore, which has definitely helped.
Right.
Um, uh, do you prefer indoor or outdoor trek?
I don't know. I think it's a mix. I think I pretty much like I always say the season I'm in is my favorite season. Um, like whenever I'm in outdoor track, that's my favorite season. Whenever I'm in cross country, that's my favorite season. I think it's just whatever's fresh on my mind. So like in indoor, I would probably tell you indoors my favorite season, and outdoor, I'd probably tell you outdoors my favorite season. I think indoors you can run really fast, because the conditions are controlled. Um, the banked tracks make you really fast. But outdoors is just fun. I think the lap counting is definitely less of a thing you have to think about. Especially there's no 25 lap, or I guess the 10K is 25 laps. But yeah, indoors the 5K is a lot of laps. So that maybe isn't my favorite, but
Um, did you have a lot of seniors in it graduating like in your like team?
in my current team, um there were a good amount of seniors, yeah.
Um, all they are still running in college, or they like just running in high school and done?
A couple of the sprinters on my team are running in college, but none of the distance runners are running in college.
I think what inspires you to run?
I don't know. I think I just like to see how good I can be. Um, like regardless, I mean, times and places are just a metric, but I just like to push myself every day and see how well I can execute my training, execute whatever plan I have in a race. I think that's really fun and I really enjoy it. So I think finding enjoyment in bettering myself motivates me. Um, and inspires me. I also just think all of the really fast women around the world and on my team, and all the really tough people inspire me. Um, and they inspire me to have a more positive mindset and inspire me to dream big.
Um, so not later running, but do you know what you're studying at in college?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm going in undecided, but I'm looking at psychology. Um, there's a pre-law major, so I was looking at pre-law. And then I was also looking at environmental studies.
Do you have any ideas what you'd want to do with those?
I mean, I'm considering being a lawyer. going to law school.
That'd be cool. So how far is is your college from home?
It's about 7 hours driving, but it's only an hour from by plane.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
So would that be hard for you, do you think, being that far away from home?
I don't think so. Just I wanted to go further away from home for college. I wanted to try something new and be in a new place. And also one of my close family members lives right where I'm going to college, so I'll always have someone there, so that's kind of reassuring.
Um, I think what made you choose the school?
I chose Amherst because I wanted a balance between academics and athletics. So it's a Division 3 program. Um, so some people might say, "Oh, that's not the best competition." But I think there's plenty of people running very fast at the Division 3 level and enough to push me and better me. Um, and the team is great. Everyone's really committed. There's some really fast girls, so super excited to train with them. And as for academics, it's a pretty good academic school. It's got an open curriculum, which I like, so I don't have to take any core requirement classes. And they've got a great law department, which is really great. So, yeah.
Do you have other options that you're looking at, or is this like the main one that you're like hoping to get into?
Um, so I actually this was the only school I applied to. Um, I was a like supported athlete through admissions. Um, but I looked at a couple other schools in the NESCAC, which is the conference that Amherst is in. I looked at a couple Ivies. I looked at a couple Division 1 schools, but ultimately I decided that Amherst was the right fit.
When you move in,
My move-in date is August 19th.
coming up in about a month,
Yep, pretty soon.
are you excited about starting up soon?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to get to know everyone. Everyone seems awesome. And I'm super excited to start working with my new coach in person. Because yeah, I've just been following her training plan remotely, so really excited to have other people to do runs with, and get to work with her in person.
I definitely find my runs are more enjoyable with when I'm running with people.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
just because like having the other like even though sometimes unless I may not be going as fast sometimes depending on who I'm running with. It's just nice having the other person there. It's like I love listening to music when I run. Like that's nice, but I prefer to. But ideally, I'll be running with people, which is why I always enjoy running with people more because like talking to them and just enjoying the sport together. It's just like that's just so cool to just like have people there. And I just think the running community is just so nice. Like
Yeah,
what
I
I've met is just so encouraging. So I definitely think like the like I can't say it's like I don't want to say like other sports have bad communities because I don't know what their community is like, but I definitely say like our community, like our running community is like all these ones I've met are like very tight, which is encouraging. Do you have anyone to run with while at home before you move in?
yeah. So I've just been running with my old teammates. Because yeah, we're super close. And they're just really motivating and fun to run with. So I've been going to some summer runs. I've been doing some solo runs.
And I'm guessing I prefer the summer runs with the old team more.
I don't know, it's a mix. Sometimes I just like to be with my own thoughts while I'm running. Like this is kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really like to do long runs with no music. Um, just because I feel like it gives me a lot of time to think and it's sort of meditative. But I definitely like to do easy runs with my teammates. Like that's really fun. I definitely prefer easy runs with other people.
So what's a long run for you? Like how far you use your long run?
At the moment, not super far because we're rebuilding from my break. But like right now, it's like probably 60 minutes. Um, but when I'm in peak season, it's probably like 10 to 12 miles.
Do you prefer more like runs to be more of a time, like run 60 minutes, see how far you go, or it'd be like run 10 miles and however long it takes?
I don't know, it kind of just depends on the type of run. Like I think for easy runs, I prefer them to just be a certain distance. Because it's like sometimes you're faster coming back, sometimes you're slower coming back. It's just like I don't know. Thinking about time is kind of like I prefer to just think about mileage. But on long runs, I think I prefer minutes over miles. Just because like you're on your feet for a certain amount of time, and I don't know. I think I prefer minutes over miles.
That makes sense. What is the longest you ever run out of one time?
Um, Probably 12 miles.
Which I think what else? Uh, Trying to think of anything else I haven't asked. Any other rent? Anything else interesting running related that you like, enjoy, haven't asked, they can think about?
Something running related?
Like that they haven't asked that's interesting, that's like interesting, like a story or something,
I don't know. A story?
or something. I don't know. Something that is about you and running that I haven't asked yet.
I'm not sure.
Trying to think. I don't know if I have more questions, honestly.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything else, but I'm just struggling.
Yeah.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me.